hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Woo, child. Woo, child. We are here for the Post Publishing Power Moves. Day 19. Day 19. Creating meaningful interactions. We are going to be talking about creating meaningful interactions with our audience. And it is such a pleasure to be before you today. I want to say welcome, everyone. My name is Sharise N. Johnson Moore, and I am your publishing consultant and visibility coach. And I want to welcome you to day 19. We are almost up through the month. We are almost through the month, child. Oh my goodness, it is like, what in the world? The months go by so fast, days go by so fast, and before you know it, we be here in September. Okay, we'll be here in September, right? Oh my goodness, right? So, in today's conversation, we are going into where we want to, you know, our readers mean a lot to us. Our readers mean a lot to us. They mean so much to us that they can make us bestsellers or not. They can make us bestsellers or not. I was talking to a friend this morning, and she's been in the publishing field for almost 20 plus years. And she says, if you do not develop a relationship with your readers, you are doomed to fail. You have to develop that relationship with your readers, not just gather a bunch of people together and say, I got a book for sale, come out, buy it, and then they don't hear nothing else from you after they done purchased your book. Okay? And, and she gave me another bit of advice, was that you have to put some skin in the game. You have to put some skin in the game. It doesn't, put skin in the game. That means you got to get some, you have to really know what you're doing when you become an author, to really understand the ins and outs of even the publishing process. Not just how you say it, not just writing a book. All right, I'm writing this book. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on out there. I'm gonna just put it out there and call it a day, and then move on to the next. It's not like that. You have to develop a really good interaction with your readers, with your followers, things of that nature. And it is very important that you develop this with your readers. So today we're going, you may be wondering, she's talking about this topic all week. Today's Tuesday, yes, because I'm talking about it with you because I really want you to get an understanding of the power of your audience. Really want you to get a real good understanding of the power of your audience, of the people that are choosing to read your book, right? They not just picking it up And okay, well, all right, so I'm gonna get this book. It all plays a part with, also plays a part with your book cover, how your book cover looks. Um, when I first came out with my book, my favorite color is red, and the thing is that recently I have I have decided to change my book cover, to really get into depth, changing my book cover. And I will keep you posted on that because my friend, of course, this morning me and her were talking, and she has been working on my book cover, and it is beautiful. It is beautiful. So I'll keep you posted when the book cover reveal is, okay? All right. So we're gonna get into this creating meaningful interactions. Selling books is wonderful, but if you stop there, you miss out on building lasting relationships with your readers. Like I said, readers have the power to make or break your book's first day, whether it becomes a bestseller or not. You know, um, and it's so important. It's so important. That you connect with them in strong ways that is understandable, where you getting this thing in, you getting it in. um Here are some ways that I want you to think outside of the box about how you engage with your readers. Okay. Interact Interactive challenges or prompts. you know Weekly writing prompts. Invite the readers to share a short story, a poem, or reflection inspired by your book. Invite the readers to share a short story, poem, or reflection inspired by your book, right? Then you may want to do a reader's challenge, do these reader challenges. I give you this example of share a photo of your favorite spot where you read my book and tag me in it. Okay, ask the readers to do that. All right, take a picture in your favorite spot of where you read my book at and tag me in it. That's a good activity for the readers. Okay. And you may want to do a little game night. Little game night. Quizzes or polls. Quizzes or polls for the game, to keep them active, to keep it fun, keep it festive, which character are you most like? If there are characters in the book, quiz, or poll night, which character are you most like? Or what would you do in this story scenario? You know how we read them real good, juicy books, where the character might have two men. One is the boyfriend, one is a stranger, but she start getting attracted to the other boy, and or I was reading an excerpt, a book, looking at a book the other day, and it says, "You made a fool out of me," and I thought that title was that's a good title, right? It could be a love interest, it could be something of well, this woman is falling in love with someone. I really didn't read the book, but that title really interests me. You made a fool out of me. I think it's by Rashid. I can't think of her name. Her first name is Rashid. And I run across her all the time on TikTok. Okay. Her name is Rashid. I think her last name is Clark. Okay, I don't, I figured out. First name is Rashid though. And create, a buzz, create trivia night behind a whole small contest with prizes related to your book, bookmarks, autographed copies, one-on-one, a conversation with the author and things of that nature. And you just think of some activities you can have for a trivia night, for your author, for your readers. Okay, then we go to the co-creation projects. Co-creation projects, right? Ask readers to help choose the book covers. I've seen that a lot. I've seen that a lot on social media where they have four different book covers made, four different book covers, right? And they ask the audience to help them choose a book cover. Or character names, pick your character name, okay? You give a description of what this character looked like, and then you be like, well, what would you name this character, right? Or chapter titles, chapter titles for upcoming projects, chapter titles. I got the next book I am working on is entitled The Three Queens. I just revealed the title to you. Just revealed the title. Three Queens. So, what would be a good chapter title to put inside of the Three Queens? Okay. Okay. Then you may want to do crowdsourcing. Crowdsource ideas for short stories or devotionals to feature in your next book or newsletter. Okay, you may want to say, okay, well, I want some ideas. Where would you, give me some ideas for the short story or devotionals to feature in your in your next book or your newsletter, right? You can get them to interact. Okay, here got another one. Interact content series. Interactive content series. Story continuations, right? Story continuations. Like, you start a story and let the audience contribute the next paragraph via comments. Okay, that's an interesting one. Start a story. Let your audience contribute the next paragraph or via comments. In the comment section, you start off, okay, well, I got this. All right, where would what would you write for the next paragraph? Leave it in the comments. Okay. Reader take over. Okay, now reader take over. Invite a reader to share a post or a story from their perspective. Example, like a day in the life of a fan. You could go ahead and day in the life of a fan where you could invite them to share a post or story from their perspective. Uh, you know, um, Ask them what do they think of this, or what do they think this mean, or um, you know, uh, just bring them into telling their side of what they see or what they have read. Um, okay, and then you could title that, read a takeover, day in the life of a fan, and you find a fan, you find all the people that maybe have purchased your books. Please, authors, I want to give you this advice. Keep up with the people that have purchased your books. Keep up with the people that can purchase your books. And the best way you could do that is if you go to a vendor's event, you can create an email list. They're on the table, so they sign up. When they purchase your books, have them leave a review, come or say, leave your review in my email. Send me your review to my email. That's a good way to collect email addresses, okay? Remember that. And so please keep up with your audience, your readers that have purchased your books. Okay, personalized audio or video messages. It's a good one. This is a good one. Send personalized thank you videos to top fans or recent buyers. Send personalized thank you videos to top fans or recent buyers. Okay, or you could do short audio clips answering reader questions or give exclusive insights. Like what made you write that chapter that way, or what made you write that character out of the scene, or what made you kill the character off, or what made you introduce this new character, and why did you make that character do that? And those type of questions, and then you give them a short audio clip. You record it on your phone, on the phone, and then you'll turn around and it'll be a short, maybe like a minute, or you can turn around and do video. You can do video. You can get the questions. Ask like, okay, I'm in the mood to answer questions. I'm doing a Q&A, right? And the Q&A could be in a post. A Q&A could be, ask your questions and I give you a short audio clip or a video clip or, things like that, to send to your readers, right? Make it more interesting, make it more personal so they can feel special, Virtual meetup or mini workshops. Okay, virtual meetups or mini workshops. Themed Zoom or Clubhouse rooms. Hey, Clubhouse always, when you use Clubhouse, it's audio. You don't have to show your face, but you just have your profile picture and you just talk. Okay, you and a group of your readers could go in a room. You could keep it private, or you could do it on Zoom, and you could keep it private. I'm talking about, example. Let's talk life lessons from the book. Okay, life lessons from the book. So exclusive webinars. You could do exclusive webinars, small group workshop, where you discuss a chapter, give coaching, or do live readings. Okay? Do live readings. All these things are so important to make your audience feel desired, make them. Okay, the worst, I'm going to say this. The worst thing you could do to your audience is not interact with them at all. And interact. Don't respond to comments. You don't respond to emails. You don't respond to certain, you don't respond to if somebody text you. Like say you're using another app on like WhatsApp or Telegram, and you're using that for your readers. Have purchased your books, and you got all these people in a group, and you don't communicate with them. You don't interact with them. You don't talk with them. You don't. Ain't nobody gonna stay there just to be, in a group. You got to interact with people when you create the groups, when you create when you create space for special, when you create space for the people that you have in your circle, that you're going to talk to on a regular basis, that you're going to interact with. You have to communicate with them or they will drift off and go somewhere else, and then you'll be wondering where in the world happened to all my people, where all happened to my audience. It's like building your audience. Like, okay, I'm doing this live, and since the first day of doing this live, and I have been posting these and keeping everybody in the loop of what time it happens and things like that, my numbers have went up on my YouTube page, my followers, my subscribers on my YouTube channel. Okay. And because I have been getting a lot of comments from the videos and I have been getting a lot of, emails and things like that. And then people are also asking me about purchasing the book. Okay, purchasing my book. So everything coincides with what you do. But you have to be active. You have to leave the comments. You gotta I have gotten an increase in comments. I've gotten an increase in encouragement and things like that. And they like, okay, well, and I keep saying I'm going to get a new book cover. Oh, let me know when that book cover come out, because I'm gonna get the book. They, and some people have already purchased the first version of this book. And they be like, okay, well, I want to just, support you. I have a continuation of readers that want to purchase the second book, even though they've already purchased the first book. So, communicate with them. Communicate. Okay. Reader spotlight. Reader spotlight. Reader spotlight. Feature a reader of the week in your newsletter, your Instagram stories, or social media. Highlight fan art, book reviews, and creative responses to your content. Okay. Feature a reader of the week in your newsletter or your Instagram stories or your social media. Highlight fan art, book reviews, and creative responses to your content. Okay. So, come on, you got to be interactive with people. Interactive giveaways. Interactive giveaways. Ask readers to share their own story or experience inspired by your book to enter a giveaway. Ask them to share their story, their own story or experiences that could be related to the book. Hello. Your story, everybody, like I said, everybody got a story. Everybody got a story inside of them. You don't know what the people may have experienced, but your story has brought out their story, and you let them tell their story. And then, you might end up helping that person write their own book. Okay? Everything has God does not make mistakes. Sometimes these are divine interventions. These are divine interventions, interactions with people that might have thought about writing a book, might have like, maybe I should write a book about my life, or maybe I should write a book about a particular situation, and then make it into a book. You never know what might happen when you let your audience come in and share their stories or their experience, to enter a giveaway, or the giveaway could be share how your book impacted your faith or business. Share how my book, Coming Loving Yourself, impacted your faith business journey to win a signed copy or a free consultation. Okay. Okay, I'm getting some great ideas. These are some things. I'm not just teaching that. I'm not just teaching you. I'm also, I'm gonna say this. Even though I've been an author for 9 years, in my 9 years, I have done some of these things on this list I'm talking about, but I haven't done all. But now I'm ready to get this new book cover out, and I'm gonna be I'm gonna be off the chain with some of this stuff. So readers get ready. Okay, so share how my book impacted your faith and business journey to win a signed copy or a free consultation. Okay? And then we're going to go behind the scenes. Go behind the scenes. Go behind the scenes. Okay, then we say go behind the scenes. Choose a path. Choose the path. You let the readers vote on next steps in your writing, marketing, or events. Let readers vote on next steps in your writing, marketing, or events. Okay, you live in a certain place and they may want you to say, okay, have a book signing at Starbucks. I'm just making this up. Starbucks. Okay. Where's the nearest Starbucks to me? Then I go, all right, okay. And then we, get it going on where they pick Starbucks, or they might have picked Barnes and Noble, or they might have picked Walmart or something, and just let them, choose the path. Let them have fun a little bit. Let your audience have fun. Should my next video cover be X or Y? Vote now. That's behind the scenes. Should my next video cover X or Y? So let them be interactive. Get them to be interactive with the things that you're doing in as far as being an author. Excuse me. Okay, community challenges. Try some community challenges. Community. Encourage reader collaboration projects like group discussions, fan art challenges, or book-themed journaling exercises. Encourage readers collaboration projects like group discussions, fan art challenges, or book-themed journaling exercises. Turn your engagement into something interactive and shareable. Hey, you go on Zoom, everybody, you pick the person, group discussion. What is our topic going to be about today? We're going to have a discussion about, you might want to have a discussion about, the first time you got married, or the first time you found out you were having a baby, or you might want to, it just depends on what, the topics in your book. Just depends on the topic in your book. And then you get an audience, a list of topics, and ask them to vote on the topics that you want to have in this group discussion, or fan art challenge, fan art, where they get creative. They get creative and come up with creative ways to create, book cover. Okay, you tell them the title of the book cover, and you can also have people do that, where they'll turn around and create you a book cover, and the lucky winner gets to pick your book. I mean, it's a challenge. Fun art, fan art, where sometimes we got a lot of graphic art designers as fans. So, or people that paint and draw and come on, what I'm saying? Or you could do it, or I was thinking, we got so many artists on Instagram, and you could get an artist, talk to them on the side and see if they would, if you pay the author, if I'm get the author, I will get the person to paint the book cover, create the book cover and paint pencil, things of that, different things, different challenges, that would be something nice, or book themed journaling exercise. Come on now, we gotta, something gonna be interactive and shareable with the world, because I would really like to do that with my book. Have someone draw it by hand, the book cover. Okay. You can also use these extra tips I'm about to give you, okay, the extra ones. Combine polls, challenges, or personalized responses to create a multi-touch experience that keeps the reader engaged week after week. You can turn around and create something every week for your audience to get involved in. Every week to get your audience involved in, interacting with you as an author. So I hope that you enjoy all of these. We're going to run through them again. We're going to run through them. Interactive challenges or prompts. Weekly writing prompts, reader challenges, gamified engagement, quizzes or polls, trivia night, co-creation projects. They get to choose the book cover or the character name or the chapter titles. right? And interactive content series, story continuations, or reader takeovers. Personalized audio or video message. Send personalized thank you video or create short audio clips answering the reader's questions or exclusive insights. Okay, virtual meetup or mini workshops. Theme Zoom clubhouse rooms, exclusive webinars. Reader spotlights. Feature a reader of the week or highlight fan art, book reviews, creative responses to your content. Interactive giveaways. Ask them to share their own story experiences. Because when you share how my book impacted your faith or business journey to win a signed copy or free consultation. Okay. Behind the scenes, choose a path. You can ask the readers to vote on the next steps in your writing or your marketing or your events. Okay. Say, example, should my next video cover X or Z, XYZ, XYZ, vote now. Community challenges, reader collaboration projects, or interactive shareables. So those are 10 suggestions, 10 things that you could do to really get into being creative, creating meaningful interactions with your readers. Okay. So I want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so this is something that I want you to do if you are, you selling the books, you're selling your books, is great. Selling books is great, right? But building a true connection with your readers, now that's what makes them come back again and again, right? So I want to let you know that don't just sell a book. Don't just sell it, here, take my book, buy it, then, say if somebody asks you what the book about and you cannot explain it. Oh my goodness. So I want you to come in to the Publish Now What free webinar. Publish Now What free webinar. Publish Now What? Publish Now What free webinar. Publish Now a free webinar. Okay. Starts September the 6th, 2025. It is a 4-part series, 4-part segment, 4 parts. It has 4 parts. September the 6th, September the 13th, September the 20th, September the 27th. Starting at 10 a.m. each day, right? And we're going to do something that I will be doing for the first time. I will be running through the course that I created for you. I'm not gonna pull out everything. I'm gonna pull out each subject each day. The 6th gonna be introduction, budget. The 13th will be the next series. The 20th will be the next series, and then 27th will be the ending part of the course. I'm not, I'm just gonna pick out bits and pieces to talk about it, right? But I want you to know that it's very important that you sign up because you need all the knowledge that you can get when you become an author. Do not get so, I say this. It's okay to get excited and things about your book sales, but we want you to continue on with the knowledge you're learning. Do not ever put knowledge down of learning new things about being a published author. Okay? Because once you put that down, you think you mastered something, here comes something else that come along and you got to learn that too. So always be in a continuous loop. Always be in a continuous loop to know these things that you have to do as an author. And I want to say, I will put the link in the description box for this YouTube channel, for the YouTube description, where you can sign up at. Or you can turn around and book a free consultation with me today. We can sit down and go through some things and see where you need improvement, or where I can, where you need improvement, or we can go into a plan. Go into a plan. If you've already, since you published book, we can go into a strategy plan of marketing and advertising. Okay. Or, your social media content calendar, things like that. How to set up your email address, how to create an email newsletter. Okay. We can do a whole lot of things. So I will be putting that in the description as well for your free one-on-one consultation with me. Okay. And I have something special for you today for my babies, for the babies, for the first time authors, for the aspiring authors, right? Now you've been sitting on the bench. So I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna think about it. I'm really, getting. I'm thinking about writing a book, aspiring or first time author. Now this was created this morning for you in mind. It is published now. What? Pre-publication checklist. Okay. It is a publish now what pre-publication checklist. This is for the newbies, the old, as experienced authors can use it too. Okay. It comes in handy. It is a tool, a must-have tool for every author. So it's a checklist I have put together, and I gave you a bonus. I gave you some bonus information. I gave you some bonus information in this checklist. So you got to get it today, okay? Get it today. The checklist ain't number $10. $10. Okay, $10. You getting a bonus with this, not just checklist. You getting some extra stuff. I got some stuff in there for you, okay? It's just $10. I will put the link to where to purchase this publish now what pre-publication checklist in the description box as well. So I wanted to say it has been an honor. It has been a privilege. Um it has been an honor and a privilege to come before you and to let you know that this link is the registration link for the Zoom. Now, if you want me to send you this link, here's my email address. Okay, I can send you the link, and then, or you could, when you send me the email, say sign me up. Turn around, I could turn around and sign you up myself, because that's how Zoom works. I could put you in as a registered person, and you will get a confirmation email when I do that. So I could do it, or you could do it. I could do it, you could do it. I can do it, you could do it. I can do it, you could do. Okay, yeah. That's how I be. That's how I be. And then we want to also let you know that I have a website, so you can go and check out my services board, about me section, things of that nature, to see who you will be working with. We want to investigate the people who we working with now. Because everybody not who they say they is. Okay, I'm keeping it real. Everybody not saying who they say they is. Okay. And I wanted to say, and that is very important, that you get all the information that you can receive for this, um, for your book, for your publication, for knowledge. Get the knowledge. Okay, so I will also want to invite you to the third stand-up authors revival and award ceremony. It will be October the 3rd through the 5th in Charlotte, North Carolina. It is founded by Miss Ardenae Garner, and we will have speakers. We will have an abundance of authors, inspirational, and she even has something for couples. Couples get tickets too. Couples, because she's having a session. She's having a session with the couples as well. So I want to let you know that get your tickets. I'll be putting the link in the description box for where you can get tickets for this event. And want to let you know it's in Charlotte, North Carolina. The third Stand Up Authors Revival and Award Ceremony is in Charlotte, North Carolina, October the 3rd through the 5th, 2025. And I will be a speaker at this event. I will be a speaker and I will be pitching. I'm in a pitch competition. Okay. So come on, come everyone out and enjoy. And new authors, if you are anywhere in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, please come out to this event. You can also purchase one-day tickets. For this event. You can't come all 3 days. You can pick a day that you would like to come and you can come and join us. Okay. You can also get one-day tickets. Okay. So get your tickets today because the tickets will be, oh my goodness, we are almost out of tickets. We almost out of tickets from what Miss Arnett did. We almost out of tickets. So, child, you better get your ticket today, okay? You live in Charlotte or surrounding areas, okay? Come out, authors, first-time authors, and come and enjoy and learn and glean from what is happening in this room. Come and glean because you don't want to miss none of these lessons. These some valuable lessons. You didn't come last year, you missed a treat. But this year, I know it's gonna be off the chain because, oh child, we have some first-time authors speaking. We have first-time authors that are speaking at this event, and we got experienced authors, and we got an MC, and we got some MCs. We have activities and things for you to do. Interaction activities to do at this event. The event is off the chain. And you got to come see for yourself because you can learn a lot. You can learn a lot from who is in the room and who is speaking, okay? That's what I'm going to tell you, okay? Now, come on out to the third Stand Up Authors Revival and Awards Conference, October the 3rd through the 5th, 2025, okay? I want to thank you all for coming in for today. I want to thank you all for coming in for day 19, creating meaningful interactions with when you treat your readers like they matter, they become return readers and return purchasers. Okay, purchasers of your book. Okay, I want to thank you. I love you all, and I pray that you have a blessed evening. Bye, babies.